Cowboys Nation, buckle up, because what I'm about to walk you through is the wildest, loudest, most explosive hypothetical trade scenario we've ever discussed on this channel. And even though this is a fictional what-if style breakdown, we're going to treat it like it just happened in real time because the shockwaves it sends through the league would feel absolutely real. Imagine waking up to your phone buzzing, texts, notifications, missed calls, and you see that one friend who always exaggerates message you in all caps. Bro, turn on the TV now. You think it's another rumor, another off-season exaggeration, but no, you flip on the sports network and there it is, a giant ticker sliding across the bottom of your Oscar. Breaking: Dallas Cowboys finalizing blockbuster deal for star QB Shedeur Sanders. You nearly drop your drink. So you shake your head because it doesn't feel real. But in this scenario, the analysts are already scrambling, Twitter already melting down, and insiders hint that the Cowboys have pulled off a move so unprecedented it would reshape the franchise's identity and the entire NFL landscape for a decade. The camera cuts live to the Cowboys facility. Reporters sprinting, security pushing people back, drama unfolding in real time, and the narrative building. The Cowboys, frustrated by yet another season of heartbreak and early playoff disappointment, have decided to go all in, utterly and completely, by targeting the electrifying, polarizing, immensely talented Shedeur Sanders. Yes, Shedeur, the young superstar quarterback with ice water calm, highlight reel arm talent, camera ready charisma, and the gravity of a generational brand, thanks to the Prime DNA. And now imagine Jerry Jones sitting somewhere in his office overlooking AT&T Stadium, looking at the blueprint of his franchise and saying, it's time to change everything. Well, in this scenario, he pulls the trigger on one of the most aggressive trades ever conceived. Multiple first-round picks, a second-round pick, a rising young defensive cornerstone, and a financial commitment that echoes across every NFL contract negotiation to come. A monster, earth-shattering, eye-watering $300 million future deal that says, without hesitation, Shedeur is the new face of America's team. The moment this hypothetical deal hits the airwaves, the NFL doesn't just react, it detonates. Talk shows across the country scrap their schedules, analysts yell over each other, trying to determine what this means for the Cowboys, for Dak Prescott, for the NFC, for the league itself. Fans flood social media with disbelief, memes, celebrations, panic, confusion, joy, anger, everything you can imagine in one chaotic flood of emotion. Some fans are ecstatic, imagining Shedeur launching bombs to CeeDee Lamb in front of a roaring Arlington crowd. Others feel loyalty to Dak and don't want to see him replaced. Yeah. But Jerry Jones, in this what-if world, is not thinking about comfort. He's thinking about legacy. He's thinking about going down in history as the man who brought the star back to prominence. He's thinking about branding, ratings, and the unstoppable media machine that a Dallas Prime Sphere fusion would generate. Picture the moment Shedeur arrives in Dallas in this scenario. The cameras flashing, reporters shouting questions, fans crowding the airport with Sanders jerseys already printed and worn. Imagine Coach Prime himself standing somewhere smiling knowingly because he understands the gravity of what this would mean, not just for his son, not just for a franchise, but for the sport. And the Cowboys coaching staff? They suddenly find themselves with a young quarterback tailor-made for the modern NFL. A laser-accurate passer who thrives under pressure, who processes defenses like a veteran, who stays cool in collapsing pockets, who can extend plays, and who brings both star power and stability. Without using headings or breaking this into sections, imagine all of this unfolding at once. Dak Prescott, a respected leader and longtime face of the franchise, sees the news and is caught off guard despite hearing whispers weeks before. His teammates begin scrambling for answers, some heartbroken, some curious, some excited. A divided locker room instantly becomes a storyline. Reporters crowd around every player for a quote. The Cowboys' quarterback room becomes the most chaotic place in the NFL. And every sports network devotes entire segments to whether this move is a betrayal or a necessary evolution. Meanwhile, rivals across the NFC tremble. The Eagles front office holds an emergency meeting. The 49ers defensive coordinators start recalculating their strategy. The Lions, the Packers, the Rams, they all begin adjusting to the idea that the Cowboys could become an unstoppable juggernaut with youthful energy, superstar charisma, and the potential for an explosive offense built around Shedeur's strengths. And on top of that, the marketing explosion is immediate. The moment Shedeur puts on a Cowboys hat in this hypothetical world, jersey stores crash, online orders break records, television networks fight over broadcast rights. Primetime influence surges into the NFL landscape. The Cowboys instantly become the most watched, most talked about, most scrutinized team in sports, not just football. Every press conference becomes an event. Every practice clip goes viral. Every touchdown becomes a meme. Every mistake becomes national news. And yet, the Cowboys, as they always do, embrace the spotlight. They lean into the chaos because that spotlight is the brand. Now imagine the offensive possibilities. Shedeur lining up behind center with a star-studded supporting cast, CeeDee Lamb stretching the field, Tony Pollard, or another blazing back in this fictional world, cutting through holes, young receivers emerging, tight ends serving as safety blankets, the offensive line protecting a quarterback who can escape or stand tall in the pocket. The Cowboys unleash RPOs, vertical shots, rollouts, quick slants, improvisational magic, and the type of late-game heroics fans have been craving for years. Touchdown celebrations become legendary, stadium energy becomes unmatched, season ticket wait lists double. And in the background, you can feel the shift. A new era, a new identity, a new swagger. But it doesn't stop there. Consider the league-wide ripple effect of this fictional scenario. Every team begins reevaluating the young quarterback market. Draft capital becomes more valuable than ever. Contract prices skyrocket. The NIL to NFL pipeline gets supercharged as more college stars build massive brands before even stepping into the league. Shedeur's hypothetical $300 million commitment becomes the new baseline for rising elite quarterbacks. Teams start paying for potential earlier than expected. Analysts debate whether this is the start of a new NFL economic era. Even fan bases in other cities start pushing their teams to make massive, risky, star-driven trades. And through all of this, Dallas becomes the epicenter of conversation. Their media presence quadruples, their games become must-watch TV, their practices turn into viral content farms, their players gain exposure instantly. Their opponents come into games with a target on their backs, wanting to be the team to humble the new superstar, and Shedeur in this hypothetical storyline embraces the moment. He walks into the facility for the first time, shakes hands with staff and teammates, flashes that calm grin, and stands at the podium delivering a confident but humble introduction. I'm here to work. I'm here to win. I'm here to bring something special to Dallas. The room erupts. The comments blow up. The hype reaches the stratosphere. The Cowboys' social media posts become the most liked and shared content in NFL history. Coach Prime posts something cryptic, adding more fuel. And through this entire scenario, the question becomes, would this be the move that finally breaks the Cowboys' Super Bowl curse? Would Shedeur becoming the face of America's team bring the franchise back to glory? Would Jerry Jones' boldest hypothetical gamble pay off in the biggest way imaginable? Cowboys fans argue, analysts yell, rival fans mock, national hosts debate every angle. And while this entire scenario remains fictional, The excitement it generates feels real because it taps into the dreams of a franchise hungry for something fresh, bold, and transformative. It taps into the energy of a quarterback who represents a new generation. And it taps into the imagination of fans who live for the thrill of the unexpected. So whether you're celebrating, panicking, imagining the possibilities, or shaking your head at the chaos, one thing is undeniable. If something like this ever actually happened, the sports world wouldn't just react. It would explode, and the Dallas Cowboys would immediately become